Sebastian Stan's entire career is built on playing guys who you want to have sex with, and then you will regret it.
Christy and Alonso, we're talking about the new movie Fresh on Hulu. Alonso, what's it about?
So this is a horror movie that premiered at Sundance. It stars Daisy Edgar-Jones as Noah. She is a single lady trying to date.
You do not need a man, okay? So don't play the games. Just be you straight out the gate.
Do you live around here? Because I live on aisle 6.
And dating sucks, as everyone knows. But then one night, magically, in the produce section, she meets Sebastian Stan, who, as somebody I saw recently said, Sebastian Stan's entire career is built on playing guys who you want to have sex with, and then you will regret it.
Not Bucky. Bucky eventually becomes a good guy.
Yeah, I know, but I still think you'd regret it. Just
once he gets the arm. But does anyone know what the arm can do?
I think you regret it when you turn 100 and he still looks 25, but that's neither here nor there. Anyway, so she does have sex with Steve, who is a doctor, and everything seems rosy, but then they go off for a weekend together and things do not go as planned. And Noah's friend Molly starts wondering just what is going on. And I'm being super vague about this movie because some of the funnest parts of it have to do with the twists that it take. And I have to say, the whole opening bit before we get to like the first reveal, I thought was great. And I love the ending. And I'm kind of on the middle. What are your thoughts?
I dug it. It is hugely stylish. It is the feature debut from director Mimi Cave.
Mm-hmm.
And it's constantly surprising, including the fact that you don't even have the titles until a half an hour in.
Yeah, it's very Drive My Car that way.
I love that. I'm like, oh, right. There's a movie with a name and there it is. So I enjoyed the surprises of it. I did not ever know where it was going. It has really cool production design that reminded me tonally and visually of Ex Machina.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Where the house where a lot of it takes place is really funky, like streamlined, mid-century modern. There is a dance sequence that is amusing, but also unsettling that reminded me a lot of Ex Machina in that regard. They have a lot of chemistry. And it was just cool to see Sebastian Stan in a different kind of role, because I don't know that he has done this. He has played some characters that were villainous at times, and he has played some characters that were maybe untrustworthy, but this feels like a whole different level of what he's doing, and the way he plays with how extremely handsome he is and how extremely charming this character is, and how he would seem to have it all. Like, he's a doctor and he's single and he thinks she's lovely in the produce section. You can also see why she'd be so willing to go along for this, because her dating history, which we established from the very, very beginning, that opening scene with that date is just horrifying.
Oh, yeah. Did we review Monday? Did you see that one?
I've seen Monday. Did we review Monday?
I can't remember if we did, but like this felt to me like a continuation of that character, although obviously in a much more extreme kind of way. No, I mean, yeah, I like what everybody's doing here. I like the performances. I just kind of felt like once the movie establishes what's happening, I didn't find anything all that fascinating again until we get to the end when they're resolving it all. It was sort of like, for me, the middle just kind of felt like, okay, well, we're here now, what, and yeah, I will say that part is where the style really kicks in. That house is one of the most sort of like architecturally attractive and yet also nefarious, I'd say, since Parasite. It's that, it's that same level of like, ooh, I love it. Ooh, no, I don't want to live there. So yeah, I mean, and it commits to the bit. Absolutely. Like once it says where it's going, it goes there in all the ways that you think that it might not. And I love a female gaze horror movie. Obviously, it's a woman writer and a woman director. But I don't know. I wish that the connective tissue, if you will, had kept me more engaged. Because at the end, I was like very into it again and very like, oh, where's this going to go? And but I could feel like that reminded me how sort of listless I had gotten
Oh.
during other parts of the film.
Yeah, the mood was always there for me, and the small reveals of exactly what's happening kind of lead you down this path of just being like, ugh. And so I was always surprised and always gripped by it. I want to mention Jojo T. Gibbs as her
Yes.
best friend, who very much could have been like the token Black best friend and is not.
Yes.
She gets a whole
Right.
lot more to do, and there's a lot more to her. Andrea Bang is another woman in this. Dayo Okeniyi as the bartender, who has an increasingly crucial role in this. Yeah, I thought it was
And Charlotte
cast-
LeBon as the wife, I thought was really good
yes,
too.
it's cast interestingly, and it's ambitious in a way that a lot of first features are, right? Like you've got to
Sure.
put the big ideas out there and just go for it. Because when are you going to have this chance again? And so I love that Mimi Cave went for it, and I was surprised the whole way through, and just thought it was cool. So I'm saying 7.9.
All right. I said 6.5, didn't utterly love it, but I think people should absolutely check it out. It is on Hulu. And yeah, I'm very fascinated to see what Mimi Cave does next. And the performances are great. And there's, it will give you the willies. So that's what a
For
horror movie's supposed to do.
sure.
So hooray for that. All right. Thanks
Hooray.
you guys for watching. Check out our other stuff. More breakfast for you.